What is up, Overwatch Odyssey League fans and friends? We are getting ready to kick things off for tonight's Platinum Division Finals between XL2 and Loggers. Here in the booth with me, returning for this wonderful match, we have got the one, the only, Freaky Pipes. And Pipe says hello. Alrighty, moving on.
It didn't work. I'm like talking. I'm like, what's going on?
Well, there's
gotta
Pipes.
fix that.
All right, well, Pipes is figuring out his mic. While he's doing that, we've got some recap to do. We're going to take a look at the bracket here, just reminding us how we got here. So taking a look at your screens, you see the Loggers. Let's take a look at their journey first. They took, in the first round, an unfortunate L to Texas United. They lost 3-1. But then they climbed their way back through the losers bracket. We'll switch back to the winners in a second. They beat the Respawn Raiders 3-0. They beat the Wyoming Cowboys 3-0. They beat their next opponent. That would be VTG Orion 3-0. And then they had to face Respawn Raiders again, coming away with a 3-1 victory. So battling all the way through the losers bracket to make their appearance here in the championship match. But let's go ahead and take a look at XL2's schedule here. So they faced off against Wyoming Cowboys. Now, Pipes, you want to tell me a little bit about the history between XL2 and Wyoming Cowboys?
Yeah, it's a goated time when those two teams face each other. You know, last season, Wyoming Cowboys was probably not even a probably. They were one of the toughest teams to play against. You know, same with this Loggers team actually. But we can go into that detail in a minute. But yeah. Wyoming XL2, now that takes me back. Where's Ballistics and company at? Yo, where's that good old Foxtrot energy?
Yeah, definitely a good match, and XL2 is able to yet again come away with another victory, winning that match against Wyoming 3-2. Then they beat VTG Orion 3-1, and then they came away with a victory against what was Fusion Esports. That was a 3-0 victory for XL2, which brings them in the winners bracket, so they have the advantage here against the Loggers, bringing them here. But Pipes, looking there at the side, we got to get you here in lobby before we kick things underway, or do I need to stream that to you, dog?
No, I'm just setting everything up. As long as no echo and you can't hear your own voice, then I'm perfectly fine.
Alrighty. Well, as we're getting things underway here, going to the side of the Loggers, looking at their roster, we have got Tsukuyomi starting at tank. We have got Lilo and Nilox on DPS. Then we have got Nagini and Lady Ska on support. Definitely a star-studded lineup, and I'm excited to see they have looked strong throughout the entirety of this fall tournament, so I'm excited to see them possibly finish things out here and come away with a championship. On the side of XL2, though, we have got Moblack starting at tank. We've got A7 and TTV Dadon Johns on DPS, and we've got is it Jada and Fallen Angel on support for the side of XL2. So another strong lineup, and substituting for the XL2 side, we have got Joe Mama, KT, and is Rias a coach? Pipes?
Yes, that's Zach.
Okay, and then we've got XL2's coach here offering advice in between maps. So, Pipes, let's bring it all together here. XL2, Loggers, we're starting off. XL2 won the first map pick. We are going with Kings Row at Hybrid. What are you looking forward to here?
Well, you know, if you ask me, I'm actually kind of terrified.
Why's that?
Because so if everyone here remembers last season, the Loggers, you know, these guys met matches against people of higher rank last season when everything was open, right before the plat tier in the upper division, and now the Loggers are in a position where they've been playing on their why do I want to say the word like alma mater? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're playing in their division, and they're a very dominant team. So, you know, yeah, you get your first round shakes against Texas United, but as you can see with their track record, they are definitely a team to be, just like XL2 over here. But you know, this is the same. This is literally the two of the same teams battling out against each other, except we just don't have sticks in our lineup here today.
Sure.
So this is definitely going to be interesting.
But, I mean, you say that XL2 doesn't have sticks. They made it here in the winner's bracket, so still a very strong lineup for the side of XL2.
That is very true.
And, yeah, like Crow saying here in chat, loggers are very strong as well. And I have to say kudos to them battling all the way through the loser's bracket. So I'm excited to see what they're going to do here. But we are getting things underway. Heroes being assembled for XL2 and loggers. Pipes, I'm going to shut up and let you take it away, man.
Oh, well. All right. Don't have to be so forward about it. But here we go. We're live in Kings Row, home of the Alderworth Hotel, and this lovely statue of Omnic and Child. Beautiful day to have a day for the final stage of the OWO Fall Tournament. You know, but a lot of riding on the line here. Both teams looking to duke it out. I'm very excited. It looks like... Oh, wow, this is really clutch here. Okay, so both teams are repping the Rhine. We do have, though, for XL2, Don John is on the May, A7 on the Venture, Jada on the Juno, and Awaken on the Brig. As for the side of the loggers, Sokiomi on that Rhine, Lilo on the Widow, Nelox on the May, Nagani on the Kiri, and Lady Ska on that Moira. Let's see how this well-fine-tuned loggers team takes to the XL2. The pins coming in from both ways. Fire strikes are blazing. Speed rings are going, and XL2's making magic happen with the first 3 picks of the night.
That was a really good hold, and I have to say the loggers did a very nice job not succumbing to that initial wall off. But then things started to get a little scattered there. XL2 was able to clean up nicely.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I like the little scrappy scuffle, but Naillox able to get this massive pick on the Mo, and this could possibly open the floodgates here for a point capture. Oh, God. Oof. Gotta get the dust off the mic.
Man, I gotta say, from experience, Pipes, Nilox on that Pharah is lethal.
You're telling me. I was afraid of the Torb 1v1. Kind of gave me nightmares the other day. Like, me? I have to play him? That's not fair. Yeah, but you know what? Very, very good reaction from XL2. You know, they got a nice regroup going on here. They are holding this corner. Big brawl composition, massive shatter. Indeed, but returning some. Sokiomi able to get to. Ooh, right back at it. The loggers come marching their way in. All right, so still very early.
Definitely, and still, I mean, both teams still have there's a lot of time on the clock. XL2 still able to hold. You know, this last point is always a really hard one to capture here.
That's right. I mean, honestly, right now it looks like it comes down to this air superiority battle and who's taking out Naillox.
There's the orbital coming out.
They do have the point stop momentarily.
Loggers just kind of backing off of it, yeah.
Yeah, this is like kind of like a small, you know, calm before the storm moment. Speaking of storm, justice raining from above. Naillox picking off 2. Down to support and a DPS. XL2 now their tank. In a bit of trouble here. 334 on the Blizzak as we approach the checkpoint.
I love the weapon skin that Tsukuyomi is wielding for Reinhardt, seeing that flourish.
I do like that hammer. Pretty brawly.
There's rally coming out from the side of XL2.
And with that rally comes the Rhine dive. But goes down again to Naillox. Will XL2 finally pick off Naillox? Find out next time on the Overwatch Odyssey League Fall Tournament. See, I can make those comments about XL2. Oh man, and it's almost like they're just letting them take it here.
Yeah, but they are holding on to ults. They've got another orbital coming up, Bob coming up. They've got Venture ult. They've got another shatter. But Tsukuyomi's going to shatter first, Pipes.
Oh man, and that, oh man, the immortality field, that eye field was not keeping anyone up, and this is just like the Thanksgiving Day parade for the loggers here as they just march their the payload here to the end.
Wow. And there it is, everyone. That is loggers coming out at their finest. Struggled on that first team fight there, and from that point forward, just continuing to move the objective forward. Now, XL2, their side on offense, what are some things? I mean, I know you were jokingly saying taking care of Nilox on Pharah. What are some things that you're looking to see from XL2 here on offense, Pipes?
Low key, I think that was the most serious motivational comment I could have put out there, because if we're not picking off Naillox, well, how are we going to stop this team, right? You know, for the most part of that first push, it was actually very like nonchalant Overwatch in a sense, like from where most Overwatch games pick up. You know, both teams were playing very cautious. So, you know, I mean, kudos on the loggers making like a big back out when the ult dump came in initially, but in reality, every time these team fights are getting initiated, Naillox is getting 2 picks, and it's just going in favor of the loggers.
Yeah, definitely. I see here in chat, imagine keeping your ult for the next round. I don't know if that was a shot at Lilo there. I think holding on to Deadeye there. Waiting for next round to use it. Yeah, definitely going to see some changes, though, on the side of the XL2 at tank and support, so that should be beneficial.
Should be. I wonder how the dive comp is going to fare in our favor here, and John on this Widow, you know? But I'd also... Oh, wait, no, there's nothing really crazy here, but Lady does go down first pick, so this could actually be really huge for the side of XL2. As the Air Police are now in the game here, we do have our first contested fight on point. Oh, this is just... Okay, so we got Mo going up top here for a wild, cheeky dive, as they would say, onto the far end. It pays off here, but swinging the hammer, Tsukuyomi looking to take Mo out of the mech. Dwindling in the hope of light.
Stops the res, though, before getting demech'd. Mo was able to stop that res. That's big for the side of XL2.
That's resilience in the force. But it looks like we're low in numbers here. It's just A7. We have Awaken, Jada. Having to back off that point now. Loggers at full strength. XL2 coming back out of the spawn. Alright, so with 1 tick complete, 330. 3-0 to 230 and counting now. XL2 on the run.
And at some point, I'd really like to see Mo Black go up there and attack the support, but Tsukuyomi gonna shatter.
Big orbital to keep Mo up here. Those fire strikes got him a little bit. There is a turret in that background. Naillox onto the bread. Big pick onto Nagani. And Bobbert comes out, taking out Jada and John. Big res coming in from Lady. It's just gonna happen. Nagani now back into the fight, and the XL2 are going to have to regroup. Pipes, what are you thinking? Oh, I don't know. I don't know, Pipes. I couldn't tell you.
So far, I mean, it's been give and take, I think, on both sides. The XL2 just really needs to push in and push strong to force the loggers off the objective and apply a lot of pressure to the spores.
Indeed, indeed. I mean, I couldn't say it any better myself, but I more so would like to just see like a solid rotation, not through main. You know, let's get crafty with it. We can fly. We have mobility. Here comes Sokiomi taking initiative, getting down to the point. 60 seconds remaining. Looking for the final tick. XL2. Window is up.
XL2 able to get the objective. Moving forward, that was a good last push coming from XL2. They're going to have to keep doing that as they're pushing this payload.
Yeah, team tightrope is what I'm going to start calling XL2 as we come down to the wire here. Man, it's giving me nightmares. Lijiang Tower, Wyoming, XL2, 2024 spring. All right, so now back to the action. Found out the watermelon in the family household fridge is it's all right. Oh, that's good to know. We do have shields up from Sokiomi. A lot of resources getting put into this drive here, but the corner has not been taken. As the Kings Row battleground progresses on, Mo is just putting in a relentless amount of bullets into the Sokiomi shield. What a battle. Naillox, Lilo completely behind enemy lines here.
And
both teams get a nice regroup.
John almost got a nice pick there on Lilo.
Ooh, so battling the choke, right? You know, you got this, you have Nagini on this high ground up here, this little lovely balcony. Here comes an orbital ring. You really got to go in on something like this. You do have a bomb, and there it is. There it is. Here comes the window of hope. A lot of ults getting popped here. 3 down for XL2. Molten Core, the doormat is opening up here. Sokiomi and company holding on for dear life. Mo getting put out of ult. Mech, not ult. Whoopsie-daisy.
And still able to hold.
Pipes, what would you do in this situation? Well, Pipes, I'd play Orisa. That's my thing. That's my niche. Well, what would Orisa do for you here? Well, honestly, you just get up into this Reinhardt's face, show swag that Reinhardt's superiority is never going to match Orisa's superiority, and you just go for the gold. And here we go, as the friction keeps arising. Here comes A7 popping the initiation. Big picks. I-field is down. Turret is down. Lilo goes down. Sokiomi to follow. A7 down. Mo getting another pick on the Naillox for the first time since the last 60-second marker here in 25. XL2 is looking to pull this off.
Yeah, I don't know if you've been watching the kill feed, but that was a lot of final blows for Mo Black there. On Diva.
That it was indeed.
Gonna be overtime before XL2 is able to get to the checkpoint. This could very well be the last point, or last team fight.
Here comes Bob. Lilo's racking it up right now. 3% and climbing. Sokiomi almost has the run ending shatter, as they would say. Bob, do some. Big pick right there from Mo Black, taking out the 6-man Nagini. And now here comes Bobbert onto the point. Big hammer. Clock is dwindling down. Staying into the OT flux. Nobody there from XL2. Only the Diva.
And that is going to be it.
And that's game 1. And the Overwatch Odyssey League play of the game goes to Nailbox on the Farah Hades edition. For those of you wondering how nice that skin is, look at this beautiful pick number 1 around the corner with a smashing boop. Does get knocked down by the shatter, but says, have no fear. Nailbox is here.
What was the not to be offensive to that play of the game, but was that just surviving the shatter and getting the pick on Ryan?
For what? The have no fear, Nailbox is here?
No, for the play of the game in general.
Oh, I don't know. And with the tire, I should probably go record that and send it to you. But I got a 4K with a tire, and it was overridden by a Reinhardt. It was overridden by a Winston who got a double boop off the map and killed 2 other people. Yeah, so yeah, and I plotted. I sat there for like 2 minutes. My team was getting mad. They're like, you just gonna sit there the whole time? And then later rip tire, ready to roll. Good day. All right. Well, that was entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
For the first go ahead, you know, my set the tone for my nerves for this game. I can tell you that.
Yeah, I gotta say the loggers looked very strong. XL2 is gonna have some things to adjust on their end. Yeah. What are you thinking for them, Pipes? What are some things that they could do better here?
Well, I don't know how it's going in there. I probably could invade the chat room and tell you, but in all honesty, you know, we need some of that GG's next mentality right now.
Sure, yeah.
All right, it's time to get off our high horse. All right, we had an easy way to the final in a sense, you know, and as far as that goes, you know, we now have a team that is here to play us, and it's time to like wake up and smell the roses.
Definitely. And we do have control next, Pipes. Looking at this map pool, we've got Oasis, Ilios, Samoa, and Busan. Is there
all maps I lose on, but it's okay.
Is there a map that you think XL2 would be more inclined to be choosing than another?
Out of those maps, I personally wouldn't pick any of them.
Fair.
As far as XL2 goes, I don't know what they're gonna choose here. The choices are, I mean, honestly, I think Oasis is not a bad move. I feel like Samoa is what's gonna be picked. You know, what were the other 2 maps? Was Ilios on there?
Yeah, Ilios was on there.
Oh, that's probably gonna be the map that gets picked at the end of the day. We have Kevin in the lobby. Hold on. Let me make a phone. How do the people in baseball do it? Let me make a phone call to the dugout real quick.
While Pipes is doing that, we're looking here at chat. XL2, yeah, definitely holding on to ult maybe a little bit too long. As Pipes is actually talking with John here, trying to figure out call the
I'm
manager.
not, actually.
Oh, well, as you were pretending to do that, John made the call. XL2 is going to be taking things to Oasis for map number 2.
That was somewhat right. Out of all those maps, I think we would go Oasis.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And looking at the comparison between the map pool throughout the tournament and for the championship matches here, Oasis is the only of these 4 control maps that was not originally playable throughout the tournament. So
that's right.
It's possible that XL2 is maybe banking on that, just to see if that could maybe hinder the Loggers' performance going into this next map.
Well, Bob, I sure hope you're right. I don't know. When it comes to certain maps in this game, you know, especially with the reworks that they did now. I know Oasis, I don't think was one of those maps, but you know, maps like Dorado, Nimbani, some interesting changes.
Yeah. Yep.
But we're not on Dorado or Nimbani, are we? We're not. No, we are at the most prestigious university in all the land of Oasis. Yeah. So, yeah. Up. You know what? I read that too, but I'm not gonna take responsibility for that.
What did we read, Pipes?
I don't know if you read the same thing in chat that I'm reading that initialize this pause.
Oh, that they're making a sub now.
Yeah. I had nothing to do with that. I'm not here to ice the kicker or nothing. I'm not gonna be roped into the scandal.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be a good change, I think. Looking to see some tracer action from Joe, maybe?
I don't know. Let's just hope Joe's ping isn't 600. He's getting a new router next week. I wish the finals was next week.
Looks like so KT is going to be swapped in for the side of XL2, and we are going to see some tracer action, but from KT, I'm not familiar with KT's tracer play. I'm pretty confident in that pick there, Pipes.
Well, Zoran, I want you to know something. Kevin argues with me about playing tank, and I tell him it's a true calling to be a DPS player for this team, and he's about to show you guys what locking in really means.
I'm ready for it.
That sounded so cool. Now, what would suck is if it backfires on me and we get, like, rickrolled on the map. Bro, I'm telling you, this one-way commentation is fantastic.
The one way.
Yeah, well, the one way is like you have the owner of the team commentating the team. You know, it's almost like anything negative joke that would never fly on the air can like pass.
I mean, that's fair. I don't feel like
he said it, not me. You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But you know what? As wild as wait, my team's colors up, so we switched sides. I got mad hyped. I'm like, oh, we're in the blue. We're killing it right now. But speaking of the blue, it's the Loggers, the formidable force from the north, truly showing how unstoppable they are here with this first initial point cap.
Definitely a very strong, good, quick team fight for Loggers.
Time out. Let me look at. Where's A7? Let me look at A7. Oh no! Ah, damn. That's
so far, Loggers are continuing to hold this choke very well, Pipes.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. They've been playing very well this entire time. I mean, this hold down composition for them is great. They turn their greatest offense is their defense.
And I gotta say too, already having Shatter, already having Deadeye, coming up on Coalescence, but we're looking at for Jada coming up on Orbital. So Loggers also holding an alt advantage. But Lilo falls off the map, and we got to watch that in 4K. Unfortunate rolling forward.
That did happen, but both supports getting picked means XL2 is not going to really have much to go off of here. But they are getting that fast regroup on the side of the right here on Oasis. Need something big to come out of Mo here. Need to get one of them big old swinging picks. But
Block Suko Shatter.
Massive shatter.
And a Mo
big
does
pin
get
action. Pin action going both ways. Sokiomi is going to win the battle on that. Does get slept. To Awaken, who has swapped off Brig onto the Ana. 97%. Nobody from XL2 insight to touch. And that is round number 1 to Loggers.
Man. I just don't even know what exactly to say, Pipes.
Well, listen, this might sound really negative, but I don't think I should ever be allowed to cast a finals game if my team's in it. Because, you know, it seems like history just likes to repeat itself.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up, but I didn't want to jinx anything. But for those of you who aren't aware of what Pipes and I are talking about, XL2 made it to the championship last season, or for the regular season, not the fall tournament. But We're gonna channel a comeback, or Pipes wants to channel a comeback here. I'm staying impartial.
Last season was the comeback flow. We started 0-4, battled our way back, made it even for the playoffs. Beat some pretty tough teams to go against the Respawn Rangers, who with 2 people literally just took control of XL2. The nightmares. Zora knows I'm scarred for life. It's probably the reason why I have 2 Respawn Ranger jerseys and not an XL2.
Yikes.
Oh, man.
And the Loggers taking the first team fight again, getting some solid picks.
They're so fast. Jesus, Christmas trees. All right, so it does look like we do have Kevin on the Reaper. Bro, I just feel like they're just taking so much damage and there's like not enough healing to go around here.
Milo able to strike first, getting Fallen Angel down. Tsukuyomi gonna use Shatter, taking Moblak off the map.
A7 goes down, Mo goes down. The Loggers are chopping the trees. I'm gonna have to ask them in the post-game interview if they have like a tree chopping song.
Now,
serious. That's gotta be. I gotta know that.
Hey,
that's for the lore.
Do you see what Moblak's playing right now, Pipes?
Ah, the battle cattle. Jeez, Lord, have mercy on my soul, Lord Jeff. Please tell me this is the play here. Big opening mat, though, from Nailog, so not much ground going to be covered. Going to take a little step back. Coalescence also comes out as well for the Loggers, getting 2 picks, in fact. Lady and Lilo taking out A7 and Angel here. So with 86 seconds on the clock, Pipes, what are you thinking? Honestly, this might be Loggers 2-0 here. I think you might be right, Pipes. Zoran, back to you.
And it looks like Loggers just going to hold the choke here. XL2 maybe not even coming out and just accepting defeat. Loggers taking away Oasis 2-0. Looks like the team names did not get swapped. Loggers did win this map.
Oh, that makes me feel a little bit more confident in myself. Get it? Because it said XL2 wins. No? Massive play of the game here from Lilo. Getting that 1-2 buckle me action going with a little bit of that hinder flow.
And moving forward with this evening's activities, we will be seeing a escort map next. Pipes, I guess overall, just kind of bringing it back to you and evaluating what XL2 is going to be doing to come back from this. If you had to say there's a game mode or a group of game modes that XL2 excels at, what would you say those would be?
Honestly, I'm going to be completely honest. In this league, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're good at a game mode or not, really, personally, because the order that these game modes get played in is where it comes down to. You know, last season was a gut check, you know, starting games on Flashpoint or Push. You know, today we started on King's Row. You know, most teams, you know, when they come into these types of tournaments, they expect, like, that uniform style, and it's like, you don't get that here. So even if we're good at control, even if we're good at escort or hybrid, you know, the tone, the mentality, the flow that gets put in to these games that these teams need to like pick up in order to build that synergy, you know, it gets a little disrupted when they play out of line. So for me, I don't see any advantage from that as far as if they're good at a game mode, because sure. I think this place does a really good job neutralizing it. But to be completely honest with you, as of right now, I would say, hey, Control's probably our best game mode. But I after that, I don't know if I can really say that. Then again, I did make the call. Wait, what's the next map pool? Let's see this one. Set of maps that Pipes would choose from. Is this the Circuit Royal selection? If we could choose Circuit Royal or Gibraltar,
yeah, for
I feel like
Escort,
it's gonna be one of the two.
for Escort, they get Junkertown, Rialto, Route 66, and Watch Point.
Route 66 should just be burned.
Old Jib.
You know, there's a train that went down in Route 66. I'm surprised they haven't shut the map off for maintenance. But
That was good, Pipes. That was good.
Was good, right?
You know, Magic, I gotta say, Loggers being in the losers bracket, the finalists for the losers bracket, is seeming pretty off tonight. So far, having a very strong performance here against XL2, and it looks like XL2 is going to be choosing Watchpoint Gibraltar for their Escort map pick. Now, to remind everyone who is watching here, being in the finals, it is no longer best of 5, it is best of 7. So Loggers still have 2 more maps to win. And in the nature of this 3 games guaranteed tournament, because XL2 has made it to the championship match in the winners bracket, it will be double elimination for them. So XL2 could potentially win tonight still, but Loggers will have to beat XL2 twice in order to officially become the champions of this fall tournament.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right. Well, on to Jibby we go. This is a great map.
It is
I'm
indeed.
starting to like playing it in competitive league play. I think this is a great map for this is well suited for the finals. I want to get me an Overwatch flag.
Get an Overwatch flag?
Yeah, like this one at Gibraltar, bro. It's like one side looks black, the other side is blue. It's pretty legit. Someone has to do something. We have to do something. The world needs us now more than ever. Are you with me? Oh man, it gets me every time.
And as Pipes is alluding to, we have KT on the side of XL2 rocking that Winston pick.
Greeting. Did somebody say peanut butter? Not gonna lie, I think that these impressions are pretty top 10. Yeah. All right, so with a massive mighty dive onto the Sigma comes Kevin. Little do they know there is a turret against that wall. Literally, look at this turret that's set up here. It's the ice turret, by the way. It's the glacial turret.
The ice turret.
No, and it's almost like it's insta-locking who's ever's in this room. That's crazy. That's a cheeky spot for a turret. I like that. Not Pipes taking the screenshot on his PlayStation like it's like in a legal position or nothing. This is key. And down goes the turret. Joe Mama able to make that initial pick, but Lilo does take out John before so. So Loggers back here now. Point is just chilling. It is going backwards on its own. That's not good if you're XL2. Big dive from Kevin here, back onto the high ground, but gonna have to back out now. High ground supremacy by Naillox and Nagani. Ooh, all right, that's a nice little boop, but gonna be on fire here. So again, Loggers doing another great hold here, really making XL2 have to think about how they go into this. You know, they're using a lot of resources just sitting up there on the roof and not going for anything. Big dive onto the high ground, be promising. And Kevin goes down to Soki Yomi. Turret still holds strong. It's actually getting repaired now by Naillox. He's got the method, yo. He's got the kit.
And so far, again, Loggers just looking very strong on defense. I liked the idea behind the dive comp. They're going to have to make those initial picks and then prevent any possible resurrections coming from Lady Scott in order to truly be successful here.
Indeed, honestly, they got to get rid of this turret, and they really need to breach this back line. They're also going to need a follow-up dive, and I don't think that should be coming from the Genji. Ooh, whole team caught on fire here by the hands of Lilo. Big pick onto John here. I will say, because my inner conscience is saying, hey Pipes, what would you do here? Well, for starters, I'd be doing what Joe Mama's doing. I'd be pushing this payload, trying to draw some attention of the defense over to it. Yeah, they're in a nice position, but, you know, at the same time, they also need to stop this point progression. You know, try and draw this Sigma in, out of healing sites, get that first initial pick, grab it and go. Kevin, popping the primal rage here in the room. Bob does get slept, but stays up. Joe goes down. John goes down. No J&J today as Sokiyomi finishes another one. With 19 seconds left, does XL2 flip the switch and flip the script? Or do the Loggers make this 3-0? Find out next time on Overwatch Odyssey League.
And it looks like XL2, yeah, making that compositional switch. It is in overtime. Tsukuyomi able to avoid the rock coming from KT, but a good bash coming from Fallen Angel here.
Indeed, honestly, this rally could really be what is needed here. There is a pick on to Nilox, but he is coming back. So, getting rezzed out of that one, Lilo takes out Don John on the Ash, and this is round 1 and done here. Loggers looking really strong. Honestly, the Loggers are looking like the Kansas City Chiefs right now.
I gotta say, Pipes, XL2 looked the strongest that they have so far after they made that tank swap, or at least having ult advantage or something, really allowed them to stay in the fight, or at least it looked like they were able to contest a little bit longer. It seemed like when they were running that dive comp, they were just kind of poking around at the Loggers and not really doing anything. Maybe creating some space, but not really alleviating pressure points that they needed to. So now they're going to have to see if they can continue to keep up staying in the fight, as the Loggers are going to be taking their turn to push the objective.
I mean, in my opinion, you need a really, really good hold here. And I'll tell you right now, little does Kevin know that on the other side of that door is a Reinhardt who's going to close that gap.
And Loggers will have to, take that high ground away. Especially, it looks like XL2 running with that poke comp. Going to have to take that away from them pretty quickly.
All right, and as the attackers now enter the fray, here come the Loggers in unison, move it up to the high ground.
Lilo making an early pick against Joe Mama.
It has been breached. Oh man, the Loggers with unison.
And that is all she wrote for Watchpoint Gibraltar.
And we did it again. XL2, aka the Loggers. Where's Bell phone?
And although normally this would be a Loggers victory as we are in the championship, the Loggers being up 3-0 need one more map to close things out. And it looks like they have, XL2 will have another map pick here, and we will be looking at Flashpoint to possibly end the night tonight for this first matchup between Loggers and XL2. Now, I won't count XL2 out of the fight just yet. They have a lot of work to do, but it certainly is possible to pull off a reverse sweep. Just having to clean some things up and figure out maybe we just need to switch to comfort picks and who we're comfortable with and who we can excel with going forward. Pipes, we've seen 3 maps of these two teams facing off. So far, Loggers have looked very strong.
Too strong.
What are your thoughts? How is XL2 going to come away with this?
Well, oh man, you kind of like pitched me a fastball here. I wanted to say, if we look back to before the season started, when you said, "Hey, XL2 should be playing in the upper division," you see why I said no. But Loggers, on the other hand, have... Hold on 1 second, timeout. Yo, we have another map. Mr. GG's. Sorry about that. Had to take care of some business ownership style. But yeah, no, I mean, Loggers right now are just looking very dominant. Like, they are holding this at bay. They got XL2 binkied in the mouth straight up. Yeah. I'm putting the poll out later. Pipes never casts finals again for XL2.
Whether it's affecting your commentary or not, are you jinxing XL2?
I'm telling you right now, the caster's curse is a real thing, and like the fact that it's 3-0 going into map 4, just like the spring, I'm just calling it as it is.
I had some high expectations for XL2 coming into this, especially being the team that made it here in the winners bracket. But I will say this is the first opportunity I have personally had to watch XL2 play again. So I'm excited to see how they handle this tough situation. It is certainly still a winnable match. By no means is this over. They just have a tough road ahead of them for sure.
Well, BOTG has... Oh, no way!
Uh-oh.
No way!
What are we getting hyped about?
There's no way in hell it's happening right now. You're lying to my face. I just got word from the coach of XL2 that there's a new team incoming this Suravasa round.
Oh?
Yeah, and I don't know if you see this lineup, but I don't see a tank player on the map. Oh, wait. I do. His name is the Don John, and he's coming out of tank retirement.
Oh,
he's been on
boy.
like this I hate tank rant for like a good month now.
Well, me too.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I just want to slap Blizzard in the face. Like and I mainly want to do it because of these silly petty arguments about Orisa's nerf and how it's, in my opinion, it's not even a nerf. They could have done so much better. They could have put this girl on crutches. So shout out to Blizzard. Never knowing how to balance a game, but it's okay because we're here in the finals where it's the Loggers versus XL2. A lot of dreams are here to be made here in the making of what could be a possible... I guess the only thing that could happen here is a reverse sweep from XL2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, as Pipe sits here and prays on the great Lord and the love Elijah, all right? The Loggers here are looking to seal the deal in 4-0 fashion. And Pipes is here just ready to seize the magic here as this lovely Rhyme Pig comes in. The Ramatra is on the field. The fists are flying. Lilo does take out Joe Mama. Down goes the Don John. Ooh,
Oh
and
my
Fallen
goodness.
Angel takes a trip.
But let's talk about Lilo there for a second, Pipes.
Yeah, I
4K.
had to clear off my glasses from that. Well, no, I had to blink my eyes twice to make sure I was watching Overwatch. All right, so now a full-blown different approach from XL2. Man, this Pharah is crazy. You know what? I need one of those pie charts. You ever see the anime Blue Lock?
No.
All right, well, you know those pentagram charts that show you like your attack, your defense, stamina, all that shit?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. If I could like color in the stats of like XL2 versus Pharah's, it's gonna be like very close to the center instead of like a really large spike, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm doing my own mathematical research right now for next season. Gotta be able to overcome. How does The Rock say it? It's all about power, right?
We stay hungry. We devour. Put in the work. We take what's ours.
Because we got the power. Yeah. Something like that. All right. Well, 1-0 here. In sight, looking to claim the cup. The Loggers duking it out against XL2, who is trying to get their first win of the night here. Big picks come in from John and Nailox both as the DPS. Ooh, actually, that's a big pick in John's favor in his opinion here, but let's see what we do here.
They're going to have to touch at some point, though. I know they like taking their time, but they have those number advantage, so they really have to push. But now they've given Nagini the advantage a little bit using that Kitsune Rush, but nanoing.
Massive shatter. Massive fire. I almost called it a fire strike. Justice. Whoopsie daisy. And a big coalescence. So 3 ults. And okay, never mind. They used 4 ults, and they still have a high noon. XL2 though does have the ults, but going down due to lack of healing.
And the Lady Ska with the support there of Lilo able to clutch up and keep the point in Logger's control. Pipes, I thought there was surely no way that Lady Ska was going to keep and maintain that point.
In all honesty, never say die. Never say die. That's what Lady Ska said. Never say die.
That's
and
true.
Hoorah, right onto that point.
Now, we do have Transcendence. We do have Artillery. We do have
a nice walk to the next point.
Yeah, a nice walk to the next point indeed. For the side of Loggers, we have Deadeye, and that is it.
Yes, and here we are at the ruins section of Saravasa. They have a May now. Nailox on the May.
That'll be good for isolating John there if trying to push in on Tsukuyomi too far. Watching the placement here, looks like John is going to go ahead and get the initial pick on Nagini. That's going to be big. Another pick on Nailox and Lady Scott and Tsukuyomi keep going.
Dude, triple! I don't know about you, Zoran, but I feel life in the 9th, as they would say here from XL2. Oh, okay. All right. I was going to say, well, that's up in the air, but they were able to clean up. XL2 looking absolutely fantastic here in what could have been the final moments of their Flashpoint careers.
That's a tank main out of retirement. Chat's saying it, Pipes.
That's a tank main out of retirement. Hell yeah, it is. I've been trying to get John to play tank for like the past 7 scrims. You know how hard that's been? It's like pulling teeth. Big fists are flying, the gold gloves are coming out, and here we go. Zenyatta's using his ult. Means we drive in. We push. Come on, XL2. Feel it. Smell the blood in the water. You want to win, don't ya? That's what that one crazy dude in the stands is screaming right now, and a massive cleanup indeed for XL2 here as they hold this point tightly and take the lead, 68% to 50%. It is 2-0 here. So could this be the first objective that they take, or does Tsukuyomi, who has this shatter and this high noon from the side of the loggers, they have ults. Oh god, this is going to be terrifying. Prepare, XL2. Prepare for the worst. Oh, here it comes. I smell it. Hammer down! Smash and dash, but is it enough? It is enough, and just to put the icing and the cherry on top, they do the frosty freeze, but there is enough time to regroup and get back 99 to 57. This could be the final team fight as well, but XL2 didn't blow all their ults this team fight, I can tell you that. They will have an end scene role credit coming up as well as a Bastion ult. Ooh, maybe they set the tone with the Bastion ult. That.
Yeah, I mean, they just have to keep pushing pipes because Loggers use literally all of their ults. They have got nothing as XL2 is trying.
They have nothing, and here comes that enough. Stay alive, but it's not going to be enough. No sleep dart action coming in, and it looks like Tsukuyomi takes another life, and that is the game, and that is Loggers win.
Pipes they didn't touch.
GG's next.
Alrighty.
Oh man, that Lilo play. Oof.
Man.
I had to remember what Overwatch was. That was scary.
That is GG's for sure. Now, I got to say, as much as I would like to be up in arms, about saying congratulations, Loggers, on a great win, because this is exactly what they needed, getting the momentum in their favor, going forward to this next match. But now XL2 has an opportunity, a real opportunity, to turn around and say, okay, we got swept in this match, but now we have something to look back, we have something to work on, and we can do this. I still believe, right now, I still believe it is anyone's game. And although tonight's match has come to a conclusion, I still think that XL2 has potential to win the championship.
That's right. There's going to be another game now.
Yeah.
That's right. Oh my god. You know what's crazy? I'm just sitting here counting how many maps we lost and saying, wait, Zoran, what do you mean? This match is over.
XL2 still has a chance.
Yo, I'm pretty sure that was 4.
It was.
Oh, man.
So now...
Oh, well, next week, baby, next week. More scrims to come.
More scrims to come and more practice to come, hopefully for XL2. Now that they have some things maybe to work on, the map pool stays the same for this championship match, so they have some things to work on. And hey, if XL2 wins the first map again, they can ultimately say, okay, we'll start with King's Row again. And they know, okay, Loggers may run with this, so we're going to try and adjust around that. So definitely some stuff. But let's not forget, the Loggers looked extremely strong tonight, Pipes. Extremely strong.
They were in their own wheelhouse right here. Okay, this was the bread and butter for the Loggers, bro. They are in a division that doesn't have to worry about the people that set them apart last season, right? And even with players like Foxtrot, Styx, who else? TVD man, her, in this division, right? This is still a Loggers team that went up, faced them, took maps from them, and are here now, right? So, not really a difference as far as the players on the team, but this Loggers team is really the team to beat in this division.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And I don't know who Texas United is. I kind of want to meet them now.
Man, Pipes, I gotta tell you though, like being the manager for Respawn Raiders, I was stoked to be able to play the Loggers again because the Respawn Raiders beat Texas United. We got swept by Loggers the first time we played the Loggers, and then we reverse swept Texas United. And so I was like, okay, if Texas United beat Loggers 3-1, like there's possible, like if we have a comp that we can run and run well, then we can come away with this dub. Nope, Loggers are still just strong as ever. Still just a powerhouse team. So there is some work to be done for XL2, but it is not an unobtainable goal.
Yeah, we're gonna
Lilo,
go
Anto,
train.
we're not going to delete the VOD. So everyone, I'm actually going to suggest that people clip you jumping into the void. No offense.
Is that Lilo?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, so Anto is Lilo?
Yep. So we got to make sure that we clip that and post that on all of our socials.
I'm down to post that on the socials.
But anyway.
So one question.
Yeah.
So XL2 loses tonight, right? That happens. It happened, not happens. It happened. Next week is the final, or if XL2 pulls away with it, does it go into a Game 3 lockdown scenario?
Next week is final.
Copy that. All right, cool. Yeah, now I got all my my facts straight now.
So, yeah, definitely something to come away with. The team will reschedule this match, but looking like either going to be Sunday, Monday, or a week from today. But stay tuned for more information as we do that, as we see who becomes the Platinum Division champions for this fall tournament. But until next time, or until we see you again here on stream.
Soren, what about the upper bracket?
The upper bracket, yeah. So we have got, we are still on standby for the potential match in the losers bracket semifinals between Dominated Blinks and WVU Blue. So as we're waiting for that, it sounds like unfortunately Dominated Blinks having some roster issues may not be able to finish out the tournament. So we could be having a WVU Blue Loot Boxers championship. But that match is still to be scheduled, or those matches are still to be scheduled. So just stay tuned on our socials, or keep watch here on our YouTube as we're getting ready to reach the semifinals and finals for the upper division as well. But until then, I hope you have a great rest of your evening as we're coming up on the weekend. Hope you have a great weekend, and we will see you next time.
Indeed. Have a great day. Bye.